welcome. It's 7:20 on the 17th of April. It's Monday. It's bank holiday in Australia and the UK. So the markets didn't really open until about 1 o'clock this morning, and we had at 3 o'clock some fictitious figures from China telling us how good they're doing. And as you can see, this is the AUD USD. It's hardly blipped at all, so that's how much attention everybody's taken of that. We're short on the commitment of traders for this pair, so we've got quite a nice position here at the top, and we'll be looking for it to short. Our JPY, I did wait a few minutes because we had a statement from the head of the bank in Japan, and that really hasn't had a flutter at all. But this should actually be quite a good short. This is about where we got out. It's had like 4 trading days now, excuse me, where it hasn't much moved. So I'll be keeping an eye on that, but there are other trades I like better. Euro JPY. Yes, this is lovely. I got back in it. I thought it was going to stop. It didn't. It's continued on down. It's hugging the outer Bollinger Band. It's now well below 30.9 on the RSI. If it continues down here, it's just going to continue in this downward spiral. So we'll see how that goes for us, but we've done very well on this pair so far. AUD New Zealand dollar. Well, we're expecting this to short. It hasn't really done much the last 4 or 5 days. The Australian dollar has got a little bit of strength after this long down here. It's popped back up a bit. I think this is about due for another short. I'll be waiting, I think, until it just pops up a little bit higher, and I'll get into that short. Euro New Zealand dollar. We did quite well with our position on this. We got into it back up here. It shorted down. I've got my stop in. According to the CFTCs, it's going to continue short, so we'll leave our trade in that. Now we come to the pound Australian dollar. We got into this. We're about at entry. The CFTCs are very positive for this pair, that they're going to long. We think it'll sort of pop up the 1.7, maybe 1.750. We'll see how it goes. This is the key resistance at the moment. That's where it failed last time, so we'll see if we can get over it this time. Then we've got oil. I kind of missed out a little bit on this, but the CFTCs are still long oil. I think it's faltering a bit at the top here, so I really want to get short into this, and I'll be watching it very carefully. I will try and do a video to catch when I actually enter it, and give you some of my ideas of why I've taken it and how quickly I put the stop in, because the CFTCs are still long. I want to get the stop in really quickly, but this has been a really nice uptrend here. I mean, it is so steep. We're still, according to CFTCs, we're still long oil, so I'm going to be very careful with the stop. Right, the SP 500. It's about where it started today, but it has had this lovely large 2-candle fall down here. Long may it continue. Again, on the monthly chart, we're actually at 67.5. That is fabulous. If it continues below the 69.1, that is the daily, weekly, and monthly in bearish mode. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with that. But yeah, now we'll move on quickly. AUD CAD. CFTCs were short this pair, so I've got a position in this morning. We're just a little bit better than entry, but not a lot. I'm hopeful for this. See how it continues. Euro USD hasn't done much. It's there's very little movement on it. The Bollinger Bands have got quite tight here. We expect a big movement on it because of the extreme bearish position on the CFTCs. So I'll be keeping an eye on it. Not my favourite pair, but if I see a very good position, I will get into it short. Euro GBP. I think there's better trades than this about at the moment. We're in other trades. It should short. It's below the 50. It's wiggling about below the 50. It should just continue this excuse me, this move down. So we'll leave that for a bit and come back to it tomorrow. Silver, it's about at this line here, the resistance. It's popped up and down a little bit this morning. The commitment of traders report a bearish silver, an extreme bearish for the last 12 months. So I'm hanging in there. The same again with the USD Mexican peso. We had this large red candle down here. It hasn't really recovered from that, and it's down now onto support. This is fairly substantial support now. So we'll have a look at that. USD JPY, we've had the Japanese bank Kuroda speaking this morning. Hasn't really made a lot of difference. It's actually, I think if you put it on a 5-minute chart, it's actually come up a little bit. So not a lot of movement. It is down for the day. Expecting that to continue. And especially with the fall of the Dow and the fall of the SP 500. So we'll be watching that carefully. USD CAD. I was back long this. I took 2 positions. I've been knocked out the one. I've still got this position in here. I've got the stop in front of it. So I would have liked to have seen the RSI be above the 50. It hasn't. But the fundamentals are bullish for this pair. So we're holding our position. And here's a bigger oil chart. I really do want to get short this, but in fact, funnily enough, the RSI is now just slightly under the resistance on the that I've put on. So I'll keep an eye on that pair, see how it gets on. Well, thank you very much for watching. Sorry, my voice is a bit weak, but I think I'm suffering from a bit of hay fever for the next week or so. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you very much for the subscriptions and the likes, and have a good trading day. Thank you. Bye now.